All right, I got the new Avengers. Alright, so as most of my viewers know, I had a big problem with most of Dr. Squatch's new releases in 2022 and in early 2023. They started to really skimp on the actual quality of the bars, and instead of focusing on the ingredients, they just amped up the fragrance oils. And then result, the scents were too strong and just smelled cheap. The second Star Wars bundle was a huge letdown, as well as both Jurassic Park bars. It seemed like they were simply cashing in on popular franchises to make a quick buck instead of deliver a quality product. So when they announced their launch of Avengers bars, I figured they were probably doing the same thing, simply cashing in on yet another popular franchise. But recently they released 3 new bricks: the Energy Bar, the Bliss Brick, and the Free Solo Scrub. And these 3 bars smelled much more like the old Squatch bars. These bars definitely had a good scent, but the fragrance wasn't dialed up to 100. The scent was much more subtle. Energy Bar has a nice citrus scent and smells the way summer citrus should have smelled, in my opinion. The Bliss Brick just has a really nice lavender scent. And the Free Solo Scrub reminds me of a woodsy, more subtle, snowy pine tar. And it smells a bit like a cologne to me. I think Free Solo Scrub is their best bar since the Brick of the Dead release in 2021. And because I like these bars so much is why I decided to go ahead and try the Avengers bundle. And I'm hoping these bars are more like 2021 Squatch and not 2022 Squatch. So I got the bars. I'm about to open them up and smell them for the first time, and I will give you my honest first impression out of the box. And then I'll pause the video, test them out in the shower, and then I'll come back in a couple days and let you know what I think. But before I open them up, I wanted to quickly tell my viewers about this new bar from Dapper Yankee, Macho Mojito. No, this is not a paid promotion or anything like that. I just recently tried this bar and liked it so much that I just wanted to tell my viewers about it. So Dapper Yankee recently created a new line called their Cocktail Collection, and Macho Mojito is their newest release out of that collection. I tried the other releases from their Cocktail Collection, Whiskey Rebel and Gin and Juice, and I thought they were both good, but Macho Mojito is on another level. I just love the scent of this bar. This is one of my favorite scents from any soap company. So if you haven't tried Dapper Yankee or Macho Mojito yet, you should definitely go to their website and order yourself one of these bars. And then come back and let us know in the comments what you think about it. Alright, so it's time to see now if I also recommend any of these Avengers bars. I am hoping to love at least one of these out of the bundle. Please be better than the last Star Wars bundle. Alright, first up, Free Solo Scrub. I went ahead and ordered an additional bar since I know they're limited edition. Alright, so first up, we've got the Thor. Second, we've got Captain America. Next, we've got Iron Man. And last, we've got the Hulk. Alright, so let's go ahead and give them the sniff test. The main thing I'm hoping for from these bars is that the fragrance isn't amped up like so many of the bars were last year. Alright, so first up, Divine Storm. Okay, my first impression before opening it is that the fragrance doesn't seem to be too strong, so that's good. Just a solid bar. Looks kind of like Fresh Falls. I'm not sure how I feel about this one so far. It smells... It reminds me of Dark Side Scrub. First impression. It has kind of like that almost like dragon fruit powder and also a smoky charcoal type scent. Yeah, this reminds me of Resistance Rinse and Dark Side Scrub. It's decent. It's not one of my favorites, but I like it okay. It does seem to be pretty subtle. It doesn't seem like the fragrance is amped up on this one like so many of the bars last year. All right, let's go ahead and read these ingredients real quick. Saponified oils, shea butter, natural fragrance, stonebreaker powder, cool tankard extract, golden apple, white rhyolite, activated charcoal, kaolin clay, and sea salt. Okay, so as I said, I smelled a smoky scent that was similar to Dark Side Scrub. So there you go. That's the activated charcoal. But I'm going to go ahead and I will be using this in the shower within the next couple days. And I'll come back and let you know what I think of it afterwards. All right, up next, Liberty Lather. Can't really smell it that much through the scent hole. Go ahead and open the bar up, see what it looks like. Okay, looks good. Red, white, and blue. Almost like a smoky Freedom Fresh. I don't know what that scent is in this one. Let me go ahead and show the ingredients for this one so that maybe we can pinpoint what this scent is. Because I can't tell what it is on here, but I will say the scent is subtle and the fragrances are not all amped up. So that's really good. Okay, so the ingredients say saponified oils, shea butter, natural fragrance, serviceberry extract, water shield extract, pumice, black iron oxide, titanium dioxide, mica, kaolin clay, and sea salt. So maybe it's the fragrance that they've used, maybe the serviceberry extract or the water shield extract that smells like that. That is a scent that I don't recognize. It's not bad. I don't dislike it, but I'm not crazy about it either. I'll have a better idea after I use it in the shower. All right, next up, Stark Cleanse. Okay, this one smells sweeter. Let's go ahead and get this open. See what it looks like there. There we go. Okay, this one also has a scent that is hard to pinpoint. I'm not sure what this smells like. But I can say this doesn't have amped up fragrances like so many of the bars did last year, so that's good. Not really sure what I think about this on my first impression, but I'll be able to tell you more once I use it in the shower. First impression out of the package is that I'm not crazy about it, but I like it okay. And the ingredients for Stark Cleanse are saponified oils, shea butter, natural fragrance, ironwood extract, blazing star extract, red pepper extract, yellow iron oxide, mica, kaolin clay, and sea salt. All right, and last up we have Scrub Smash. The first thing this reminds me of is Legendary Lather from the second Star Wars collection from last year. Now I really do like the way this bar looks. This is actually one of the nicest looking bars that Dr. Squatch has made. I really like this. This might actually be my favorite looking bar in the Dr. Squatch catalog. I really like this shade of green. It looks really nice. Not really crazy about the scent though. It's kind of grassy. It really does remind me of Legendary Lather. But the scent, the fragrance is not amped up. None of these have amped up fragrances like the Star Wars, or the second Star Wars collection, I should say, from last year, because the first Star Wars collection didn't have amped up fragrances. It was the second Star Wars collection that came out in 2022. And I'm glad to say that none of these Avengers bars smell like that. So thank you, Dr. Squatch, for toning the scent down. I still am not sure what I'm smelling here. Let's go ahead and look at the ingredients. Saponified oils, shea butter, natural fragrance, all heel extract, gamma amino acid, green rhyolite, mica, kaolin clay, and sea salt. So yeah, I can't really tell from those ingredients what I'm smelling here. I guess I'll be able to give you a better idea after I use it in a shower. So first impression is that the scents are all okay for all four of these. I don't really like any of them, but I don't really dislike any of them either. But the most important thing is that the fragrances are not amped up like the Jurassic bars and the second Star Wars collection. So at the very least, good job on that, Squatch. So over the next couple days, I'm going to test all four of these out in the shower, and then I'll come back and let you know what I think. Be right back. Alright, so I got out of the shower a little while ago and used a scrub smash, and I've got to say I'm pretty disappointed. So 0 for 1 so far. It says on the package that it's heavy grit, but I've got to tell you, this doesn't feel like a heavy grit bar. This feels more like a light to maybe medium grit bar. And the scent, it just smells almost identical to Legendary Lather. Got my Legendary Lather bar here. And it smells very similar as this. And you can even see that they have the same shade of green, so they're probably using some similar ingredients. Something that's really starting to annoy me is that in the ingredients, it's very vague. It would just say natural fragrance. So we have no idea what's included in the natural fragrance. But I can assure you that whatever natural fragrance they're using in Legendary Lather, they're also using in Scrub Smash. Is basically the same scent. The big difference is that Legendary Lather is 0 grit and Smash Scrub is heavy grit. Except it's not actually heavy grit. Like I said, it's more like a light to maybe a medium grit. Yeah, you can feel some grit in there, but when you use it in the shower, it's very vague. And this scent, I don't really like this much. It just smells grassy to me. Yeah, so for me, the first Avengers bar, it's a thumbs down. The scent is a little stronger than it was straight out of the package, but it's still not good. I just don't like this scent, and they used it in Legendary Lather, and then they used something similar for Raptor Rush, and now they use almost the exact same scent for this Scrub Smash. The only thing I like about this bar is the shade of green. Other than that, this one is completely forgettable. So really disappointed by the Hulk bar. You would think that a Hulk bar would really have some heavy grit. So let's hope the other Avenger bars are better. I'm going to go ahead and use the next one tomorrow morning in the shower. Alright, it's the next morning. I used the Iron Man Start Cleanse this morning, and it's just underwhelming to me. It's better than the Hulk bar, but it has a decent scent, but not anything special, not anything that stands out. I'm just hoping for more from these Avengers bars. The scent smells a bit like a cologne. As far as in the shower, it's 0 grit, it works fine. It's just not anything that's memorable. I'd say I'm pretty neutral on this bar. I don't hate it. It's not terrible or anything, but I was expecting more. Like I said, I'm hoping to love at least one of these bars in the bundle, and so far, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to hate any of the bars like I did some of the ones from last year, but I was really hoping to like some of them. After Squatch released Free Solo Scrub, I started to get my hopes back up. So when I saw the Avengers bundle, my expectations went up. But so far, both of the Avengers bars I've used have not met those expectations. I will say I do like the Iron Man bar a lot better than the Hulk bar though. But that's still not saying much. Alright, so I'm going to use the Captain America bar in the shower tonight and the Thor bar in the shower tomorrow morning. And let's hope those two bars are better than these two bars. Alright, I just got out of the shower and used the Liberty Lather, and this one I actually like. This actually smells like a stronger Freedom Fresh. A lot of people have complained about Freedom Fresh because the scent is so weak and they wish that it was stronger. So if you were one of the people who wished the scent of Freedom Fresh was stronger, then try the Liberty Lather. It smells like Freedom Fresh with a hint of cedar. The cedar note is in there, but it's very subtle. So this one performs really well in the shower. It has a really nice light grit and it feels really good when you use it. So far, I would say that the Liberty Lather is my favorite of the Avengers bundle. Alright, I just got out of the shower and used the Thor bar, the Divine Storm, and I think this one is pretty good. Like I said before, this smells like Ruthless Rinse and Dark Side Scrub to me. If you take the dragon fruit and the smoky charcoal scents from the Dark Side Scrub and mix them together, this is what you'll have. This smells kind of like a smoky fruit, and I think it's pretty good. This one's really good in the shower. It lathers really well, and it feels good when you use it. This one's listed as medium grit, but it's really not very gritty. It's probably about as gritty as the Captain America bar, which was a light grit bar. So this one's not very gritty, but I think it's got just the right amount of grit. Remember, you don't want to use heavy grit bars every day. And that's one really good thing about this bundle is that each bar is a different grit. You need to make sure that you rotate your grit levels so that you don't dry out your skin. So for example, on Monday, you could use a heavy grit bar. Then the next day, use a 0 grit bar. And then the next day, a nice medium grit. Follow that up with a light grit. And then return to the heavy grit bar. You should only use a heavy grit bar probably 2 times a week. And I think it's better to use a heavy grit bar on days where you need a deeper clean. Now, of course, like I said, this bar said it's heavy grit, but it's really not. You can treat this one more like a medium grit. Some genuine heavy grit bars from Dr. Squatch are Pine Tar, Cold Brew Cleanse, and Moon Rock. Those are 3 of the heaviest grit bars in the Dr. Squatch catalog. I hear people complain sometimes that Dr. Squatch dries out their skin, but I think they're probably using grit bars too frequently, and that may be what's causing it. So if you're having a problem with Dr. Squatch or any other soap company drying out your skin, make sure that you're not using grit more than you should. And when you place an order for some of these soaps, it's good to get some medium grit bars, some heavy grit bars, and some light grit bars, and rotate them accordingly. But overall, I do think this Divine Storm is pretty good. Alright, so how would I rank the bars in this bundle? First would be Liberty Lather. Second, Divine Storm. Third, Stark Cleanse. And last, Scrub Smash. This Liberty Lather smells a lot like a stronger Freedom Fresh. The Divine Storm smells similar as Dark Side Scrub and Ruthless Rinse. And as you already know, I said the Scrub Smash smells really similar to Legendary Lather. And this Iron Man bar, this one doesn't really smell similar to any of the other Squatch bars in my opinion, but it does smell kind of like a cologne. In my opinion, this reminds me of Paco Rabanne's 1 Million cologne. Although I'm not crazy about this bar, what I do appreciate about it is that the scent is original and doesn't feel recycled like a lot of the other bars in the Dr. Squatch catalog. So overall, how do I feel about the new Avengers bundle? Well, I don't love any of the 4, but I do like Liberty Lather a good bit. And I think Divine Storm is pretty good. The Stark Cleanse is decent, and at least it has a pretty unique scent. And Scrub Smash, I was really disappointed with. But I do appreciate that Dr. Squatch toned down the strength of these bars compared to most of the releases in 2022. Although I was hoping that I would like the bundle more, it is way better than the second Star Wars bundle they released last year. Like, you can have a cologne that smells good, you spray 1 spray, 2 sprays max, and that's it. But if you take a cologne and you spray it 5, 6 times all over you, then what happens? It stinks. And that is what most of the bars smelled like in 2022 from Squatch. Like, the fragrances were just way too strong. And you can definitely smell the scents in these bars, but they're toned way down from most of the bars in 2022. So I really appreciate that. These 3 are definitely better than most of the bars in 2022. But this one feels cheap to me, more like many of the bars in 2022 and those 2 crappy Jurassic Park bars released in early 2023. Those were a huge disappointment. So would I recommend this bundle? If you like the scent of Freedom Fresh but were hoping that it was stronger, you should definitely try Liberty Lather. And if you like the Ruthless Rinse or Dark Side Scrub bar, then you should definitely get this one. And this one I recommend you grab just to see what you think of the scent for yourself. And this one I don't recommend at all. So that's about it for this review. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and God bless.